Palantir departs LA, Osa and Altair alongside. Arrived Oceanside, Mom and Marilyn joined for dinner. Found free anchorage in San Diego after confusion. Night departure to Ensenada through large Pacific swells. Last supper aboard Altair in a protected cove. Arrived after 76 hours, buzzed by Coast Guard. Traded beer for 6 lobsters from local fishermen. Nude sailing day, arrived after dark for lobster. Cleared Mexican customs with Rick's help, found bakery. Greeted by a whale entering Perula Bay. Tense rocky entrance, anchor dispute, pizza at disco. Soulmates found, Kathy's radiant smile on Idris. Met Crazy Phil at Los Pelicanos in Navidad. Provisioned in Manzanillo, Jean and Diaz toured Santiago. Arrived Isla Grande at dawn, only sailboat there. Towed disabled Mexican boat, met new friends ashore. Secured last mooring, Floyd celebrated his 36th birthday. Puerto Escondido too crowded, pushed on to Angel. Boarded by armed federal and military officials. Lazing at Huatulco with a growing sailing fleet. 250-mile passage, fleet party on Timshell in Madero. Army welcome at Corinto, gunfire heard in town. Engine failed, heaved to under storm jib. Arrived at 0300 after an 8-mile tow. Disco, playing all night at the fuel dock. Beat sunny days to anchor on white sand. Motor sailed 55 miles, anchored inside despite large swells. Explored Drake's Bay River by dinghy, hiked jungle. Anchor dragged in storm, potlucks and jungle hike. Traded provisions for lobster, planted a coconut ashore. Traded with shrimp boats, nervous night in Anchorage. Arrived just before rain, met Farmer Bolivar ashore. Bahia Hondo, shower in the rain, the place the dogs sleep in trees. Dolphins at bow, explored island beaches and streams. Spotted possible Coiba escapees waving an orange flag. No anchorage at Naranjas, arrived Guanico at night. Village kids gave bananas and coconuts at Tienda. Rested at Isla Iguana, hail Lana caught Dorado. Sunny days arrived unexpectedly, drinks and canal video. Snorkeled reef with sea snakes and moray eels. Reunited with Shadow, decided to head for canal. Checked in at Balboa, recruited canal line handlers. Transited Miraflores locks rafted up with 2 boats. Swam in Gatan Lake under spectacular stars. Caribbean at last, first radio contact with Dad. Arrived under Fort Cannon, explored Portobello's historic room, snorkeled reef, and climbed to the lighthouse top. Kuna Indians sold molas explored by dinghy. 300-mile passage with 8 boats to Serrena banks. Anchored 200 miles from land awaiting tropical depression. Diesel fouled oil, limped 80 miles to Viverio. Departed 0200, shadowed by a large mystery vessel. Arrived Guanaja, met Fomalhaut crew ahead of Norther. Norther hit, followed Fomalhaut through reef, champagne aboard. Settled in Lime Cay, Dad's cancer diagnosis arrived. First downwind passage since Mexico, anchoring proved difficult. Norther raged 18 hours, bolted for Guanaja. Farewell supper with Maggie and Charles at Cochinos. Reached crystal clear water Cay, wind howled overnight. Diesel fouled oil again entering Rio Dulce. Towed up the Rio Dulce gorge by Havala. Left Rio Dulce bound for Florida, headwinds ahead. Chainplate pulled and shroud toggle sheared, turned back. Rigging failed, flew to Maryland for replacement parts. Second Florida attempt, new chainplate and crew aboard. Visited Harry, bought Belican beer and fresh fish. Anchor dragged in squall, bought lobster from fishermen. Spreader tang sheared again, turned back 120 miles. Returned to Roatan, mast pulled at Crazy Horse Yard. New rigging installed. Jan arrived for third attempt. Sailed 110 miles day one, arrived Isla Mujeres. Bicycled the island, waited out another norther. Decide to go to Tampa instead of Miami. That means we miss Hurricane Andrew. 95-hour passage, sat-nav hit Egmont Key perfectly. Bobstay sheared, motored into Tampa Seaplane Basin. Arrived St. Petersburg Marina Basin. On the shoreline, the Guess Who is belting out American Woman. Lime Cay fits like a well-worn boot. Palantir is happy at the dock. No roads, no strangers, just the sea and the sound of the Cay. Susie, Maggie, and Jan brew up the victuals. Floyd hasn't been doing much, except thoroughly enjoying himself. Dad's parrot menagerie sounds like an insane asylum. Guava steals food off plates. Baby birds land on you and won't leave. Most boats fled to French Harbor, land of cable TV and washing machines. Much better out here. Maggie and Charles from Fomalhaut keep threatening to leave for the States. They stay. They are both totally and unequivocally mad. Perfect neighbors. Life settles into a slow, sweet rhythm. No roads, no strangers, just the Cay. Each morning, the old man rose over with the day's first gift. Fresh coffee, old Floyd. Spot clomps the dock. Jan counts seagrass. Floyd reads in the V-berth. Christmas Eve. Yo ho ho. Just the way I like it in the tropics. Rum toddies and starlight on Fomalhaut. Spot and Moto can't stand being left behind. They swim out into the dark to join the Christmas party. Floyd rescues them. They celebrate. Dogs trailing in the whaler. Best Christmas Eve on the water. The whole Cay agrees. The stars own the whole sky. Palantir sits still in the dark. Guanaja glows in the misty distance. Could stay here forever. Spot has peed on every favorite piling. Ho hum, another beautiful day. Then Parham shows his hand. He can get locals to watch for free. For Dad, the magic is over.